Welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to talk about the capture of Babylon by Cyrus. This was one of the things when I was learning the dogma of Jehovah's Witnesses. This is something that just awed me. It just dumbfounded me and just totally convinced me that the Bible is this really special, unique book dictated by God to reveal this tapestry of evolution through history, where Jehovah was just in total control of every event so that his ultimate purpose could be realized. The account in Isaiah 48 verses 28 and 29, we read regarding Cyrus, "The one saying of Cyrus, he is my shepherd, and he will completely carry out my will. The one saying of Jerusalem, she will be rebuilt, and of the temple, your foundation will be laid." This is what Jehovah says to his anointed one, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have taken hold of, to subdue nations before him. So this is taken as proof positive by Jehovah's Witnesses and Christian denominations of all stripes, that Jehovah revealed the future to Isaiah, that he used Cyrus to conquer and punish Babylon and then liberate his people so that Jerusalem could be eventually rebuilt. But there is another legend that sheds a lot of light on just where this account may have come from and what the ultimate origins of this story may have been. The ancient Babylonians worshipped a god called Marduk, and in the ancient Babylonian writings there's a legend of Marduk using Cyrus to conquer Babylon, take it without a fight, in order to punish his people. The account says that Marduk takes Cyrus by the right hand and walks into the city of Babylon together with Cyrus to take the city without any opposition. And so Marduk was punishing his people. In the alternative account, Jehovah was liberating his. Both accounts say that the God takes Cyrus by the hand. They both name Cyrus, and they both say the city was taken without a fight. And so what we need to ask ourselves here is, what is more likely? That the immensely more powerful and influential culture of ancient Babylon came across this story in the book of Isaiah and decided to copy it and incorporate it into their folklore, or that Cyrus, who was an extremely astute politician, decided to order the editing and redacting of these ancient texts in order to facilitate the enactment of his preferred policies in his conquered territories. This is something that a very astute politician would do. If you can convince the population of a conquered people that what you are doing is because your own God has sanctioned it, then you're in a good place. If you can make them believe that what's happening is because your God wants me to take over your city and your culture, then you've done you've taken a very huge step towards consolidating stable rulership over the conquered territory. Now, before you reach a conclusion on that, let me tell you one more thing. Cyrus also conquered ancient Egypt, and in the Egyptian writings we also find that Cyrus is named and he is called the servant of Amun-Ra. So these 3 episodes are a real indication that King Cyrus decided that the best way to rule the people that he had conquered was to tell them that their own gods had sanctioned this action and that he was merely the servant of their own gods. This is a strategy that's still used today. When authoritarian regimes restrict access to the internet, or they take over news organizations, when they attempt to dominate the narrative This is what they're doing. It's just like Cyrus. It's propaganda. It is molding the people's opinion so that they think their leaders are doing the right thing, that they are sanctioned by a higher authority, or they're noble or good. This is also something that cults do. They encourage or actively restrict information that criticizes the leadership, bombard or subtly manipulate the information that the faithful encounter, so that the information that is freely available is information that legitimizes the authority that exists. This is a strategy that has gone on for millennia because it's a strategy that works. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.